to give an example of what I would consider some pretty good and pretty bold marketing. So we received a package in the mail a couple weeks ago, and it says on the front, "You don't know us, but we think you're amazing." And it's got a little logo of a company called Chalkfly. All right, so I'm like, this is interesting. Addressed to Hera Hub and me in particular. And you open up this box and there's a little insert and it says, "Cheers to you. You are a magnificent, ingenious, creative, make things happen go-getter." And it goes on to talk about just very briefly what their business is, but like just a sentence. They are an office supply company, and their mission is to give 5% of their proceeds on each order to teachers, so teachers don't have to spend their hard-earned money on supplies for their classrooms. But what really intrigued me is this box. All right, so we have a Expo dry erase marker, and we have a bottle, old school bottle of Coca-Cola. Very interesting. I don't drink Coke, but what the directions on the back of this give you is the MacGyver in you, how to open up your Coke bottle or any bottle with the tip of an Expo marker. Very, very interesting. So it's one of these things where you're like, what the heck is this? And my first thought, being in marketing, is how much did this cost? Holy cow, right? So just this random box, no business card, no anything, hardly even a reference to the company, beyond just a bit of a mention and sort of a random item inside, right? Like I've always really wanted to learn how to open a bottle cap with a Expo marker cap. So a couple weeks passed by, we just, kind of showed around the office. We're like, what a random, crazy thing. But lesson number one, do something totally random and what I would say is somewhat remarkable and quite expensive, just to get people's attention. So it's not something that just went in the trash right away. I literally showed it to like a dozen people, a dozen of our members here at Hera Hub. So then just a couple weeks later, I get a direct email and it says Chalkfly plus Hera Hub in the subject line from a woman named Sonali. And it says, "Hi Felena, happy almost 4th of July. My name is Sonali and I work for Chalkfly. We sent you a package recently. I'm inspired by your story and mission and would love the opportunity to explore working together. Working together." So look at the phraseology here. "I've seen my sister's confidence soar at Wesley's, historically an all-women's college. I noticed you're opening a new location in DC, 2 blocks from where I grew up." And closes it with, "Would you have a few minutes to chat next Tuesday? I'd like to see how I can help you." That was her email to me. So definitely not salesy, definitely positioning of how we might be able to work together, how I might be able to help you. And so I respond, because I don't usually respond to emails like this, but very clever with sending the box and following up with a very friendly email asking how she can help me. So I set up a call with Sonali today, and super, super friendly, super bubbly, and oh my gosh, I love your business, and I love what you're doing, and we talked about DC. She asked where I grew up. She's now living in Detroit, where this company is based, but she made sure to mention that she still has a lot of friends in DC and people she knows that are launching businesses, female entrepreneurs, and she's definitely going to tell them all about what we're doing and how excited she is. And OPS, we happen to sell office supplies. And let me just tell you just for a minute or so how we're different and what we do and how we position ourselves in the market. and really emphasized her true excitement about the company's mission and giving back to teachers. And just like her excitement was absolutely contagious. So again, I'm still not feeling like I'm really being sold. It's more, hey, here's what we're doing, and we're just really excited about it. We love what you're doing, and let's see if there's a way to work together. An entirely different conversation than some of the other sales calls I've gotten recently. So I expressed to her that I'm happy to explore and see what they can do. Send her our director of operations info to explore that. Get a follow-up email from Sonali right away. So great talking to you. I just wanted to mention that I have a real estate resource in DC. Not a fit, but really nice of her to continue to try to help. And I'll reach out and see if I can find out any information that might be helpful for you. Really looking forward to speaking to your director of operations. So I just want to point it out because I think it's a good approach. It's an expensive approach. I asked her how many of these that they sent out, and she said only about a couple hundred, and they were very targeted, but definitely caught my attention. Definitely, a piece that I'm going to hang on to and show other people because I think it's so interesting and unique. And then a very, very, positive, smooth, how can we collaborate sort of sales approach. Not to say I will do business with them, but it's certainly something that I would look at based on their approach.